Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Now, which way is the common room?
Must be different. Starting off.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting new school this late.
That girl.
I'm sure you used
Here,
it.
have a sip. Go on.
Lumos.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Bununla da konuştuk.
Oh, I've been turned around on the ground. Don't fall off this time, Nelly. Still not working. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'd say your wand work could be a bit more fluid.
My wand work is fine, thank you. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. I'm just going to keep at it.
Şans diliyorum sana.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Nelly would do anything for attention.
With wings.
Professor could write.
I'm sure you used them.
Kız yukarıda ne yapıyorsun?
I don't want to get in trouble the first day.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumours about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Bunlarla da konuştuk. Şimdi
Professor Weasley's waiting.
şöyle takip edelim. Bak böyle mesela şuraya gideceğin yer yönlendirmesi çok güzel olmuş. Yani şöyle düşün hani bayağı bir büyük yerde mesela bir yeri bulmak için çok zorlanabilirdik yani hani belki diyorum. Ama şimdi şöyle şurayı takip ediyorsun hop nereye gideceğini biliyorsun yani. O güzel olmuş.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Yani
Can't
bu
believe I'm
yan
here.
olarak güzel
Well, you
olmuş.
are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end
Oyunda
of
da
the
biraz
year.
optimasyon sorunu var.
Owls.
Çünkü
Yes,
hani
your ordinary
ara sahneler
visiting
birden
level
girince
exams.
biraz böyle
They
bir
will determine what
FPS
type of
düştüğü
career
gibi
you
bir
can
şey
have
oluyor
when you
yani.
leave here.
Yani anlık
After
bir kasım
much
alıyor.
discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Benim hocamız da bize ders
This way.
öğretecek. Ama
The
ya
guide will give you
aniden
opportunities
FPS
to
şu oluyor.
practice your
Aniden yani
magic
FPS oluyor.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a
Dediğim gibi
student.
hani yani
Using the guide
keşke
will also
mesela bu
train
oyunda
you to be
mesela tam
alert
oyun
to
kötü
your
demiyorum yani
surroundings.
oyun güzel
Do
olmuş.
keep up.
Hani keşke şöyle olsaydı mesela Harry Potter olsaydı oyunda mesela karakter seçimi. Hani Ron olsaydı.
Ah, the
Dumbledore gibi
guide
yer
appears to have some
hoca
information for
olsaydı.
you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Yani çok güzel oldu. Ha resme bak. Tablo
Simply
ya.
cast Revelio on it and we'll see what the guide says.
Ne yapacağız?
Revelio.
Ha bu. İşte yani böyle mesela bu hareketi bile yaparsan aniden bir FPS düşüşü oluyor. Ne diyor? Ha bunu mu seçeceğiz yani?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Hani mesela devam ediyorum. Hani mesela bu oyunda Dumbledore olsa, Hagrid olsa ve Harry Potter olsa,
No time to waste.
hoca,
Your
yani hocalar
classes to
olarak
attend.
mesela hani karakter seçmeleri Ron, Malfoy gibi karakterler olsa of, tadından yenmez o. Çok güzel olur. Ya oyun çok güzel hani nasıl söyleyeyim mesela bu karakterler de olsaydı var ya
Good
mükemmel
timing.
olurdu yani onu demek istiyorum.
Perfect
Daha da
opportunity to show
mükemmel
you how
olurdu.
to use flue
Hani
flames
olsun.
to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the
Oyunda
castle.
sadece karakteri biz
Open it up and
oluşturuyoruz.
find Central
İsmini
Hall.
koyuyoruz. Öyle herhalde.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Teşekkürler hocam. Ne diyor?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Sağ olun hocam. Şimdi... Oo.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Umarım şeyi yaparlar. Bir güncelleme gelir. Şu oyun optimizasyonu düzelsinler. Çok kötü oyun optimizasyonu var yani. Gerçekten
A
çok
surprised
kötü.
opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Mesela buraya gelirken böyle koşarken
One thing
takılmalar
I've
ya,
learned as an
takılmalar oldu.
unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ama oyun baksana çok güzel. Ne yapıyoruz? Tekrar ha şöyle. Şöyle.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso is good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso! Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Oh,
Protego.
böyle
You may
yapın.
begin.
I know.
This could be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
There you go. Complicates things.
How do you enjoy a lively duel? Use the basic concept when your opponent is down.
Protego.
Watch your opponent decide to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the
Güzel.
spot and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can
Oyunu
anyone here
okuma
tell me the
sesini gerçekten
difference
çok kötü.
between the incantations of the color change
Kalisi
and growth
protokol için de
charms?
öyle diyorlardı. Hani oyun okumasını biraz kötü. Ama
Anyone?
Kalisi protokolda o kadar bir sıkıntı yaşamadım.
I
Çok
am
sıkıntı
afraid it
yaşamadım.
is too late to
Ama
study
oyunda
now.
acayip yani şey oluyor.
My, the summer months must have really taken a
düşüşleri
toll
bayağı
on
bir
you all.
oluyor yani.
By the
Çok
looks of it,
oluyor.
you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do
Yani
you
dediğim gibi
even
umarım
remember
yani
how
hani
to perform a basic
bir
summoning
güncelleme
charm?
gelir düzeltirler onu.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Hadi bakalım bir tane daha öğreniyoruz.
Accio.
Akıyor.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio. And relinquish your charm at the last put. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Accio. Excellent, but don't lose your composure. Very good. Not to worry. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Ha sırayla tamam.
Accio.
happens to the best of us.
Topu orada bekleteceğiz düşürmeden. He.
That is how it's done.
Hadi düşme. He.
Do not be distracted.
Tamam onu orada bırakacağım. Bu sefer böyle oldu.
Splendid!
Burada bir hata yaptı. Tamam erken 4'e basacağız. Sonra erken de buraya gelirken 4'te bırakacağız. Anladım.
Let us
Güzel
make
böyle
this
oldu.
a bit more interesting, shall we?
Ha, tekrar mı? Güzel.
I think we are
bunlar da
well
var.
past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Accio.
That's it.
Güzel.
There we go.
Düşme düşme.
Nicely done.
Hadi gelsene şimdi hadi gel.
Misha. That is how it's done.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Ha, kazandık. Rövanşını ben aldım bak.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated
Teşekkürler.
you.
Sen de çok
Took me
iyiydin.
weeks to become proficient with
Nasıl?
Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Teşekkür ederim.
Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio.
A word, if you would.
If you're so.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Oo, büyülerimizi gittikçe öğreniyoruz.
Levioso! Lumos! Accio!
Açalım abi. Neredesin görev? Şu an.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Evet, yeni öğrenciyim. Bak şu an gidiyorum. Şu an sıkacak gibi ama böyle birden böyle yürüyünce bir aniden bir FPS düşüşleri o çok kötü o. Of bak yine düştü FPS düşüşleri. Neyse şurada takip edelim. Mesela bu yolu böyle takip etmek falan bulup hani görev yerini bulmak çok güzel olmuş. Yok şuradan.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Dobby misin sen de yoksa?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Galiba baksana Dobby.
Ah,
Ona benzetmişler.
there you are.
Ama başka karakter ismi olarak.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Hadi gidelim.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavoury local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Hep 42'nin yanındaki uçan sayfayı topluyor.
Revelio. Lumos. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Leviosa. Lumos. Accio.
Şu mu acaba? Şunlar olması lazım.
Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Protego.
Şuraya gösteriyor ve şöyle ise Allah Allah. Yo, burası da değil. O zaman şura mı? Bir daha konuşalım bir.
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Bunlar ya. Bunları nasıl yapacağız?
Lumos. Revelio. Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Bak şunu da gösteriyor. Şuna gitsek.
Leviosa.
Ha buymuş. Ben de şunlar sandım ya. Çok pardon arkadaşlar. Başka var mı? Ha 42. Karanlık.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Şunları toplayacağız. Tamam. Şu uçan şey var
Don't
ya.
get too cocky simply because you had one victory over salad.
If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Lumos.
Might some kind soul help me?
Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
Tamam o zaman şu.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Brilliant.
Yakaladık sonunda. Bunları yakalayacağız anlaşıldı.
I trust the preliminary.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Hello, looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Reparo.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prancehoof and Sugarfoot.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On-Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys.
Reparo.
Ugly and airy. Terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Oh, Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyjuke's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Teşekkürler yardımınız için. Çok sağ olun. Oo, seviyesi de var. Evet, bu bölümün de sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.